Justin, if you're trying to win this draft with a bottle of water, it better be a bottled water covered in donuts, because I don't know if people are going to vote your way.
Welcome into the FanSided Draft Show. Let's have some fun. Sterling Holmes, Adam Wide-Rib, a new addition. Justin Freed is here. We're going to go through Ballpark Concessions Draft. Major League Baseball, we are here. Baseball is back. Time to figure out what we eat and drink at said games. All right, Justin, since you are new to this entire thing, I will be generous and let you go first. Adam, I'll go second. I'll let you have the third and fourth pick because, again, I'm a generous man here. Justin, what are you rolling with pick number one?
Listen, I'll be honest here. I'm not going to pick this one for myself. I'm picking this because I think it should be pick 101 in a draft like this. Give me a hot dog. I'm not even the biggest hot dog fan, but hot dogs at ballparks hit different. It's got to be 101. Give me a hot dog.
Yeah, and no ketchup. If ketchup touches my dog, we are throwing hands. Mustard, cheese, jalapeno, onion, I don't care. Just make sure it is not ketchup. We're adults here. Adam, pick two. What do you got?
This might be my longest list of potential draft picks, and I'm glad Justin took hot dog off the board. This is like I drafted Taco Bell against Joey Chestnut for the people, not for me, because I don't really have that much Taco Bell experience, but I felt like it should be there. Thank you for taking that one for the team. I'm going to take chicken tenders next. The crispy batter bubbles kind with like the little pepper flecks in there, not the flaky version, not the pull apart. The Mets have cornflake chicken tenders. I know people love the Mets food, but those suck. Traditional chicken tenders, the little black dots, the real crispy ones.
Yeah, that's a great call. By the way, I totally lied and said that you're going to go third and fourth. I'll let you pick again in 1 second. I'll go and pretend my pick is two. That way we can go this way. We'll go out of whack because you know why? That's what we do. We're a crazy little show here. I'm going beer with my pick. The fact that beer took until this long is asinine. Yeah, beer number one with a bullet. Beer off the board. I will let you go again, and then I'll go back to me, and then we'll go to Justin if that works for you, Adam.
100%, and I'm bummed that you took beer because I was thinking about taking a different kind of beer in every round, but I won't pull that gambit now. Although maybe you never know where I'm gonna go. You never know which way the wind's blowing. Give me another food item: sausage and peppers. For some reason, if you check a menu, it looks like the lowest calorie option in any ballpark. I'm gonna go ahead and look at you right in the face. I don't believe that. There's no way a sausage is what you're telling me it is, but as long as you're telling me that's where it ranks calorically, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. And it's a little different than hot dog. So I like this. You went with a classier version of it. I'm going to go with nuts, peanuts specifically, and even more specifically, Guy's Nuts. There's a company in Kansas City called Guy's Nuts. They have the best nuts. I'm telling you right now, salty, delicious. They're phenomenal. You can't go wrong. Beer and peanuts with my first two picks. Come on. It's classic here, boys. That's what I'm rolling with. Justin, back to you.
See, that's classic. I feel like it's lacking a little bit of substance, though. You know, you gotta get some more substance in you. I'm mad that Adam took chicken tenders because that's my go-to. I know it's like hot dog one. Tenders are usually my go-to. I'm a little upset about that, but that's okay because we're gonna come back around with another classic here. Let's go ice cream, but specifically the ice cream that they serve in the mini helmets. I feel like that's a baseball park classic. Got to go with that. So hot dog and then helmet ice cream too.
I like that. By the way, you get another pick too. So you get a wrap around. It's the wrap around.
That's right. Snake draft. All right. Let's go specific with this one then. Okay. Even more specific than that one. Give me specifically a Shake Shack burger from Citi Field. I'm not even, I can't say I claim Mets fandom anymore. At one point in my life I did. I'm kind of out of it with baseball a little bit, but I go to Citi Field a lot. I got a lot of friends and family who are Mets fans. And when I'm there, I'm getting a Shake Shack burger from Citi Field every time.
Absolutely love it. That's very specific and very on par. Big fan. Yeah. I guess it goes to me, and then Adam, you get the wraparound picks. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the frozen lemonade. Frozen lemonade. There used to be in Kansas City, just frozen, the kind that comes with the wooden spoon, the kind that really almost sucks to eat with, but it's nostalgic. The kind that you might get a splinter on your tongue, but the kind that the would taste good with the frozen lemonade. That's what I'm rolling with. The frozen lemonade on a hot day. I think that's got to be in there.
I am wondering how to handle this wraparound because I'm stuck in a spot right now where I don't have a beverage. I am not a soda man, so I don't really want to be disingenuous and take it, but am I willing to get to the end of this without a single cold drink? For now, not my concern. First pick, fancy thick fries. And no ketchup, but aioli, bourbon barbecue. Give me zest. Maybe frites is the right word here, not fries. Thick cut, foreign, some sort of fried potato. And they have great ones at Citi Field. I know I bagged on the Mets food earlier, but they have some really good frites at Citi Field. For the wraparound, cheesesteak. The best food item at Yankee Stadium used to be the cheesesteak. They changed the purveyor. Now I think it's just a Jersey Mike sandwich. Nothing against them, but it was a downgrade. Cheesesteak with fried onions, please. Not crispy onions, but tender fried grilled onions. Those are my two picks, and I'm not drinking anything at this point other than steak juice, and I'm not mad about it.
All right. Question. You took specific fries. I want to take specific fries as well. I'm taking crab fries. Is that allowed?
From extremely allowed, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going crab fries, Chickies and Pete's. They actually have them now in Kansas City. Obviously, you have them at Citizens Bank in Philly. I like crab fries. They're good. I know they're not actual crab. I understand it's basically just a thing of queso and Old Bay seasoning. Still delicious, still delectable, still a pick that I'm making. So I'll go crab fries. Justin, you get 2 picks to wrap this thing up on your end.
I'm feeling really good with how the board is falling right now. I can't lie. I got my main entree with the hot dog. I got the desserts with the ice cream, but I do need, Adam, you brought up beverages, and I wasn't even thinking of that. I wasn't even thinking of diversifying there, but you're absolutely correct. And I, much like you, am not a soda fan. I don't really drink soda. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a classic water bottle, but I'm going to add a caveat and say these are the water bottles that they give you the cap with. I don't want water bottles without caps. We're going to say that these water bottles have caps on them because when they give you without the caps, that's really annoying. And so that's my beverage. I got the water bottle. And to fully close out my draft, I think I'm going to do something here. I think I want to corner the dog market. So give me a corn dog as well as a hot dog. So we're going corn dog and hot dog with the ice cream, with the water, and with the Shake Shack burger. I mean, this is an American delicacy right here. I'm feeling really good about this. I think I knocked this out of the park, no pun intended.
Justin, big meat guy. Big meat guy.
You know it, my friend. You know.
All right, you're going to end up being the one going last here. Hopefully I don't take this. I'm more of a snacker. Like, I'm not going to games and trying to eat meals and ruin my jersey, my Zach Greinke jersey that's already has many stains on it. A plethora of stains on said jersey. So I'm going to keep it classic. I'm a classic man over here. I'm team take the bleeping nets down. I don't care that there's a pitch clock. You know why? When I go to games, I want it to be 3 hours. Yeah, on TV, it kind of sucks. When I'm covering the games, it kind of sucks. But when I'm at the game and I'm trying to enjoy some beverages and some food, keep it 3 hours. Who cares? And kids, get off your damn phone. Cracker Jack. I'm going way back. Give me Cracker Jack. That's my final pick. And it even comes with a little toy or a joke inside. So boom, it's a win-win.
Sterling, I couldn't tell which direction you were going. I thought you were taking like kids' behavior, and I was like, all right. I mean, an interesting choice. Justin, if you're trying to win this draft with a bottle of water, it better be a bottled water covered in donuts, because I don't know if people are going to vote your way here. I am going to wrap with a beverage because that's how confident I am. Some of my best days at a ballpark have come with a sweaty Turkey Hill sweet iced tea, condensation dripping down the bottle. So give me that sweet lemon iced tea, not diet regular, but if you hand me a diet, I'll drink it. And I thought about closing with some ice cream. I thought about closing with some dessert, but I'm confident I like the sweet tea.
All right. So are you going with Justin, listeners, the guy who's just a meat and water guy, just meat and water? Are you going with Adam with just a smorgasbord of randomness? I like it. Even throwing in sweet tea, big sweet tea. I'm glad you didn't go unsweet. I'm glad you didn't go soda. This is a relatively healthy show. Like, because beer, everyone knows, is healthy. Or are you going with me, Sterling, the classic, the Cracker Jack, the beer, the peanuts? We have it. We have it down. The choice is up to you. We'll be back next time. Until then, this is the FanSided Draft Show.
National Signing Day is the absolute worst day in sports. I don't really care, and I can't keep track of any of it, and all of it changes. So those are my 5, and then that's also my literal last pick. I'll never take it.
Welcome into another edition of FanSided Draft Show. Sterling Holmes, Adam Weinrib, and Justin Freed doing something fun this time around. We're doing the best day to be a sports fan. That can be any sport, any day. The choice is up to you. Well, quite frankly, it's up to us, and you can choose who wins. How about that? That's how we're doing it this time around. So normally, Adam, he knows. Justin, I like to go third a lot because then I get the wraparound, and yeah, it's a little bit of a strategic move by me. I'll go first this time because Adam knows I've never gone first in this game. I will go first. Adam, you can go second. Justin, you can go third. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. So my number 1, I don't know, maybe you guys would have taken it. Maybe you wouldn't have. I'm going Masters Sunday. Masters Sunday to me is the day. Because it doesn't matter. Say you're a fan of the Giants. Well, you're not playing in the Super Bowl, so who cares? Let's say you're the Jets. You're not playing in the playoffs. Who cares? Let's say you're a fan of, I don't know, the Colorado Rockies. You're not in the World Series, but chances are you're a fan of golf, and chances are you're a fan of Sunday at the Masters. That's what I'm rolling with, Sunday at the Masters.
I know that I should pick a baseball day first, but I have plenty of very specific baseball days on my calendar that I don't know if they'll get selected for me to grab later. So give me the first day of March Madness. I love March Madness tip to tail, right? It's all great. And the week, I wish the first day were situated on a weekend. It's getting harder and harder to peel myself away from the workday. But when you go from the full first day slate to the second round, you feel the gap of games. When there's only one Louisville, Michigan State on at 2:45, you're like, what the hell is this? This event sucks, actually. There's nothing like the first day, that constant barrage, that deluge. You're up till 1 a.m. You're sweating out every minute. So give me that first day of March Madness.
You nailed it, dude. I was between that and Masters Sunday, and I knew I messed up. That's on me. That was a bad managerial performance by myself. Justin, you the next 2.
Yeah. March Madness was never making it back to you. That was my pick as well. So I'm a little hurt, but that's okay. There's still plenty of good options. We're early in this draft. There's a lot of really good sports days out there. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that it's the third pick right now, and nobody has taken Super Bowl Sunday. So even though I'm a Jets fan, you called out both of our teams immediately, by the way. I'm a Jets fan. I'm never going to see the Jets in the Super Bowl, but that means I never have to work the Super Bowl to cover it as, covering the Jets. So that's okay. I get to enjoy it as a fan, enjoy it with friends, enjoy it with family. It's an American tradition. People think it should be a holiday. I agree. Give me Super Bowl Sunday as my first pick. That's easy one for me. Now the question is, which is my second pick? Because it was going to be Super Bowl Sunday. It was going to be first day March Madness, and that's it. Draft would have been locked right there. But now I got to think of something else. And I think I'm going to stick with the NFL here, because I'm thinking of another family tradition, right?
Don't you dare.
Give me Thanksgiving Day. That's what I want. I want Thanksgiving Day. What is Thanksgiving without the NFL, right? This is a decades-long tradition. You're gathered around the television with your friends, with your family, more so your family, and you're watching NFL football. Give me Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, without football, just arguments. Come on now. That's
who wants conversations about politics? That's not what we're looking for.
I've mismanaged this, like the Jets, basically, is what I am right now. Adam, your next pick. What are you going with?
Oof, well, you took 2 NFL days. You didn't even take my favorite day of the NFL season. We'll see if it makes it back to me, though, because I cannot get past my second pick without baseball. Give me opening day. Sterling made the great point that if your team's not in the World Series, doesn't mean as much to you. If your team's not in the Super Bowl, everybody's got hope on opening day. Not this year's, where there were 3 opening days and 6 teams didn't play till Friday, and the Yankees and Giants played on Netflix. Regular old opening day, crack that cold beer, that craft beer, sausage and pep, chicken tenders, whatever you have, and watch your team play baseball. And then watch 15 more teams play baseball, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that was going to be mine. And again, I'm just getting sniped left and right. I will go season opener for the NFL because, again, even if you are, let's say, a Giants fan, so I'll switch it up, not hate on only one New York team. Sorry, Jersey team. Let's be real. You should be called the New Jersey Jets. You play over there in Jersey. I think the season opener of the NFL, because even the Giants, they have hope. You can talk yourself into anything. Hope rings eternal. And then, of course, we see the actual games take place, but it doesn't matter because opening day, you still have a chance. So I will go season opener for the NFL. I will wrap around. You took home opener. Is that different? You took opening day for baseball. I was going to say home opener.
I think you could take that. I'm talking about like the curtain rises on the season, not your own team's game.
Correct. Okay, then I'll take home opener. I'll take the distinction of home opener. You get to go to the game, right? Not just sit back on my ass, getting horizontal and watching, my team most likely lose. No, I want to go to the game and watch them rip my hearts out in person. That's way more fun. I want to spend way too much money for one game and to see them lose. Come on. Give me the home opener for baseball.
All right. I need an NFL on my docket, and I'm happy to get one. I love Championship Sunday. Again, double games. You're talking about the way I enjoy March Madness. I like the fact that at the end of the first one, somebody's going to the Super Bowl, and we're not done yet. Also, the unveiling of the championship gear for the first time. You see what the AFC NFC championship hats and shirts look like, and weather is usually involved here. Super Bowl, not so much. Championship Sunday, you might get a blizzard, you might get two. So give me that viewing experience. Also, you can go to brunch on the East Coast and then come back at 3:30 and watch the game. An ideal time for kickoff, and then once the first one's done, another one to bank. So give me Championship Sunday.
I like that. Justin.
Yeah, so I went two NFL ones to start. So I gotta diversify a little bit here. I gotta add something else. My second sport behind NFL, I'm a big NBA fan. So I don't know if I get the vibe from you guys that you guys gonna take NBA days, but let me just take the monopoly on holidays here. Give me Christmas Day. Give me Christmas Day with NBA games. So I got Thanksgiving Day, I got Christmas Day, and then I got Super Bowl Sunday. That's three essentially national holidays right there. I feel like I'm cornering the market there. And then because I got the wraparound here, let's I'm feeling like we're being a little too America centric with some of our sporting dates here, right? There's a whole world of sports out there. And what worldwide sporting event is bigger than the Olympics? Give me Olympics opening ceremony. That's what I want. Less of a sports day because it's more so a celebration of sports than the actual sporting events themselves. But you get hundreds and hundreds of countries, all with their representatives who have poured heart and sweat and tears to represent their countries on the biggest stage of all. There's nothing more powerful in the world of sports than the Olympics opening ceremony. Give me that.
Strong. I like it. Way to think big picture, Justin. I'm proud of you. Adam, to you.
And your team can't lose the Olympics opening ceremony, which is great if your team is your country or if your team is the Jets. Either way, I have another baseball trickle down here that I can't avoid taking. This might be a me thing. I had a day I'll never forget. I got laid off from a job. I couldn't find a silver lining. And then I thought about it and I went, wait, today's the first day of the MLB playoffs, and there are 4 games today. So I don't have to do anything but watch these all day. You can sense a theme with mine. You're just stacking sporting events. You're never moving. That first day of the MLB playoffs, when it basically goes like 1, 3:36, 8:30, and you really don't have to do anything else other than watch playoff baseball. Probably better if your team's not involved, especially now that we have the wild card rounds. Let's say your team got the bye in advance of the DS, and you get 4 wild card games in a row. Hard to beat that.
Yeah, that's strong. I have 2 back-to-back. I'm going to try and switch it up here and go a little college style here. So I'm going to go college football playoffs. College football playoffs electric every year, especially on New Year's. Go up to a cigar bar. You can bring food in, get some beers. It's a great time. I love college football playoffs, so maybe that's a me thing too. But the same thing. You get back-to-back games. You get to have some fun. I'm going CFP. And then Selection Sunday. Selection Sunday. This year, as a Mizzou alum, was a little rough. Obviously, they lost in the tournament, but finding out that Missouri was going to play in St. Louis and they were a 10 seed and not the last 4 in, the electricity that surrounds if your team is or is not in, or at least if you know your team is in, the seeding proposition and where they're playing and who they're playing. Give me Selection Sunday. And by the way, they've done a great job with the Selection Sunday show. No longer is it drawn out. The second it hits that time, it is, we're getting into it. Let's roll. So I'm going CFP playoff and Selection Sunday to round out my 5. Adam, your 5th one.
Oof, I love Selection Sunday, and I loved it this year too when it went right into the World Baseball Classic. It fit all of my specifications. NFL Draft Round 1, the day of the opening round of the NFL Draft, especially now that we're doing it on site. I love the city specifics. Give me that environment and give me, after the first 5 or so picks when it's a little less chalk, I find it really exciting. It's a fun content day. And then I'd also like to say National Signing Day is the absolute worst day in sports. I don't really care, and I can't keep track of any of it, and all of it changes. So those are my 5, and then that's also my literal last pick. I'll never take it.
By the way, leave it to a Jets fan to obviously have the draft in their top 5 because, again, they just have hope to go off of. They can't pick Super Bowl because, Justin, your last 2, last one. I'm bad at math. Justin, you wrap us up.
Last one. Yeah, listen, you're pulling on my heartstrings with the draft there too. That was on my big board. That was on my internal big board, but I already took 2 NFL. I gotta switch it up a little bit. Do you guys know what the sports equinox is? Have you heard that term?
I've heard of it. Don't know exactly what it is. Every time I hear about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And then I immediately forget the next day.
Okay. Well, sports equinox usually occurs late October, maybe sometimes early November. It's the day where all 4 major American sports leagues play at the exact same time. So you got MLB, you get NFL, you get NHL, and you get NBA. Give me the sports equinox. We are cornering the market on literally all 4 major American sports. And I think it's just, if the Olympic ceremony is the worldwide celebration of sports, the sports equinox is the American celebration of sports. So that's how I'll wrap up my draft.
Justin, that is very strong. By the way, even after my slow start, I think I picked up steam as it went on. I managed this as well as I could, okay? I did my best to try and throw the lefty versus lefty reliever in the game. That's what I was trying to do to make it out of my early slump. Let us know in the comments who won, Justin, Adam, or myself. Until next time, this is the FanSided Draft Show.
I love Steve, and the thing about Steve was I didn't think he shot enough, right? Because he was such a good shooter that he made everything. I was like, man, you should just shoot it more. But he was so unselfish. That's what he wanted to do.
I'd love if we could do a 3-round draft of the best shooters of all time. Do you want to go back and forth and be trying to pick the top 3 shooters ever?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Let's do it.
Awesome. I will give you the first pick. I'm going to be gracious, and then we'll just go back and forth for a couple.
And I appreciate that. Well, I'm going Steph Curry. He is the great, in my opinion, he is the greatest shooter of all time. I don't think there's a debate. And for the first pick, I have to go with Steph Curry.
I'm glad you did it because I think it's the right answer, but also it left me with my favorite shooter of all time. I'm going to go Ray Allen next with my first pick. He's the one I grew up with. I was a Knicks fan too, but it was this thing where I just could not deny the power of Ray Allen. And so even when he was on Boston, I was kind of like, is Boston sick? What's going on? So I loved Ray Allen, and he's my first pick.
Love Ray Allen, and he was more than just a shooter when he came in too. And then all of a sudden, he was just that guy could play. All right, we'll go next one. Man, I'm gonna go a little bit mid '90s. We're going Reggie Miller. Let's go Reggie Miller. Love Reggie. Obviously, he was an amazing shooter. A guy that made 12 seconds or 12 points in 8 seconds. Anybody that can do that is a good shooter.
he was on my board, but I think as a Knicks fan, he's the only guy I couldn't touch. You can take Reggie comfortably?
Not comfortably, but I try to keep it as real as I can.
I think that's right. I'm going to take, give me Steve Nash. I don't know, but I used to get so much enjoyment as a kid out of playing NBA Live 99, just playing Nash and Dirk, just taking threes over and over again. So I've always been mesmerized by his shot, unconventional for a point guard, had to be inspirational. You got to imagine. So I'll take Steve Nash.
I love Steve, and the thing about Steve was I didn't think he shot enough, right? Because he was such a good shooter that he made everything. I was like, man, you should just shoot it more. But he was so unselfish. That's what he wanted to do. Great pick. My final pick, I'm going to go with Larry Legend, Larry Bird. I can't let him go without being in this draft. the guy could shoot from anywhere at any time. He had that really interesting release. I mean, he scored like 40 points with just shooting with his left hand one game. I'm like, anybody that can do that is incredible. So I'm going Larry Legend.
It's hard to top, and I think if people are voting on this, Jimmer beat me, but I'm going to go with, if there's a clutch shooter who can rival Larry, it's Robert Horry. So, like, depending on when my team is playing, like, how many seconds are on the clock, is this Game 6 of the NBA Finals? I'll take Robert Horry to close it out. We'll let everybody be the judge and weigh in. When you're watching the NBA and the college game today, who most reminds you of yourself? Or is it tough for you to really fully get in there?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's awesome. Like, the NBA game and the college game has really, kind of morphed into the way I was playing back in college, right? Those deep range shots and spacing the floor and everybody can shoot. And that's kind of what they want. I look at a guy like, Peyton Pritchard, who is playing extremely well on the Celtics, right? And he's not much, we're about the same size. And he can shoot it from anywhere. He's really tricky with the ball. He can get to the lane. He can shoot. He can score. So I see someone like Payne as being, similar to what I would be doing in the NBA at this point, with that opportunity. But it was he's an awesome player. I love watching him play.